different people at every point in time. The Lord help us in Jesus' name.
So he wants to add. So there's something I need to add. You should be able to separate your personal income from your business income. A lot of people make that mistake. So many people make that mistake. That's why I find out that at the end of the day, they are not successful. They just spend what comes in carelessly. You should be able to draw the line. This is the account for business. This is my personal account. Pay yourself every month. Pay yourself. Don't just feel you can put your hand into your business and begin to spend money as you like. And try as much as possible in trying to build income and in doing business, in opening an account as an entrepreneur. Try as much as possible that you are not the sole signatory to that account. Because if you are the sole signatory to that account, you just find out that there are no checks and balances. You just wake up, you are signing money, you are withdrawing. But where you have to get the consent of the second person or another person, it puts you under check. It puts you under check. And also ensure that you're able to keep good records. Good records. Good records. Because you do not know where it will become needful tomorrow. You need to keep good records. You may be soliciting for a grant. They will now ask you, go and bring your record. You don't have a record of what you have been doing in the last 1-2 years. You won't get that grant. So let's be mindful of those things.
Thank you so very much. I hope we are jotting down because I've jotted about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points. 10 points. Practical tips on becoming a good entrepreneur. And you cannot overemphasize any of these points. But I just want to pick on 1 or 2. The first one is the delayed gratification. I think we have mentioned it earlier. You make 1,000 naira now. It is then you know that you are supposed to go to, instead of going to Mama Put to eat now, you want to go to Chicken Republic instead. Because you think that an extra 1,000 has landed in your pocket. So, delayed gratification, very important. I also want to pick on the evaluation and feedback. You do something for somebody, please try to ask, sir, that shoe I sold to you, how is it? Is there any issue? Which area do you think I can improve on? It will even encourage the person to patronize you more at another time. This thing I have done for you. What area do you think I should improve? What did I do wrong in that last engagement? I think this is very key. And the last thing is about mentorship. Have someone you consult. Talk to people. Don't think that you know it all. Don't think that you can, swim through the rivers of life alone. We are all created to depend and to relate with people. We are relational beings. So I want to give each one of the questions. So the first one, the last one to Brother Yinka is that I know it could never have been a smooth sailing. There will have been areas of challenges. There will have been some time that you did some business, the challenges you faced in business, and the practical steps you took to be able to overcome these challenges.
All right. Business has daily challenges. There is no day, for me, there is no day I wake up and I don't have challenge. Depend on what kind of work you do. There is what we call risk identification and risk management. The challenge number 1 I had was a finance challenge. Now, when I graduated corporate supply, and the first job that I got, I wasn't expecting it. They are just 2-line items, and they're in dollars. and it's $2,000 to supply it. And I'm to supply within 4 weeks. And the manufacturer will manufacture it in 1 week. They will test it for another 1 week. It will get to Lagos in another 1 week. And somebody will pick it from Lagos and send it to Eket in another 1 week. So it was very, very tight schedule. $2,000. Then, where do I get it from? So, I began to ask people, how. Do you know the person that gave me the money collected 25%? And my markup on the job was 27%. What do I do? What can I do at that particular point in time? I stand the chance. I have to forgo the profits. Let my customer be satisfied. So you will give me the money, yes, but I will not give you the money cash. I no problem. I will be the one to send it to you directly. I said no problem, send directly. But this, I said no problem. So the first problem, and it's a continual challenge. Even now, if you know the amount of money I need now to execute the project, you open your mouth. It's a continual challenge. And once there is a will, there will always be a way. One thing I have discovered is, if you have integrity, it's likely for you to have a way. If you borrow 1,000 naira from a brother, with me, please, I have a challenge. I need 2,000 to. And 2 weeks time comes, I am not dodging Brabu with me. Huh? I went to Brabu with me. This is the 2,000 naira that I borrowed from you. Did they have a problem of 5,000 naira? If I go to me Brabu with me, he will not think twice. Very important. We got to a point in our business that the clients were paying us multiple of millions of naira in advance. Hundreds of millions in advance. Just go and do it. I don't have money. Do this work for me. Oga, I don't have the capacity. I don't have the money. I will pay you in advance. So if you start small, and you are building your integrity, it's very easy for you to get money for your supplier. It's very, very easy. Even your supplier, that you told them, hey, Oga, I want to supply this thing. Please give it to me. They will pay me in 30 days. Once they pay me, I will pay you back. You will weigh the risk. How much is it? 100,000. Okay, I can weigh the risk. And 30 days, you collected the money. You say, Oga, this is money. Sometimes, Oga, they pay me earlier before time. Here is your money. So you need to develop that integrity as a businessman. For me, because I don't have anybody that will give me money, that integrity really works for me.
Thank you very much. So, I believe we know that he's, just like I said, he's a serial entrepreneur. For him to still say that finance is challenge, speaks a lot. Don't let us be deterred by the no stage that you will get to, that finance won't still be a challenge. So, and he mentioned the solution to it is by, if there is a will, then there is a way. You just need to get at it, and then keep on building on your integrity. Integrity, very key. People will not do business with somebody they cannot trust. I can take it to take it to anywhere. I can assure you that. If they don't trust you, that if they give you money, you will come back with their money safe and sound. They will not. Nobody will do business with you. So thank you very much for that. So while he was speaking, he mentioned risk. So my last question is to Bobu Gbemi, because I know he's also into insurance. Is into investment. So I want to ask, sir, I know that in doing business, in doing investment, there are risks. So how do we measure these risks? And what are the parameters that can help us to decide on, okay, I have 2 business ideas. Okay, this one might be a low risk. Should I go for it? To be able to make, these kind of decisions.
Talking about risk, before I answer that question, you find out that when you are running business, you encounter a lot of risk. There are so many risks involved. You could have liquidity risk, you could have business risk, you could have market risks. Liquidity risk in the terms of, for instance, when we were rendering service supplies to, there was this particular restaurant, Lagoon restaurant. You know, for an entrepreneur, you need to be liquid. You understand? To be able to meet your daily operational activities. And at Lagoon restaurant, you know, you have all these Lebanese. They are Lebanese, foreign people, expatriates. They are ready to do business with you. But it happened that you call them, you ask them, do you want eggs? Do you want broilers today? They're always willing to receive, you understand? But then, they always delay your payment. 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. They hold on to your payment and your business. They will pay you, but they hold on to your money. They'll probably use it for something else. Then maybe after about 3 weeks, they will now pay you. So in handling something like that, you need to ensure that, okay, fine, you won't stop supplying them. Rather, you reduce the frequency in which you supply them. You reduce that frequency. Also, it's good to know that in business, you face business risk as well. There are business risks that you face. For instance, you go to the market, what you have today, the price of what you buy today is not the same thing as what it is tomorrow. So what do? You need to see that, okay, you are able to purchase enough that will last you for a period. That will also help you to mitigate such risks. So in terms of deciding on when it comes to business or investment, risk, how you can go about it. One, it depends on the individual. As youths now, you people are willing to take more risk, you understand? But as someone that is older, you try and manage your risk. Because you know that, yes, you've done you've lived a large portion of. If you want to invest, for instance, for someone that is considering maybe capital appreciation, considering growing your investment, you understand? You look for investments that are low in terms of risk. You look for investments that are low in terms of risk. Basically, there are two areas you can invest in. One, when you look at the capital market is exposed to a lot of risk. But when you now look at the money market, you talk of maybe commercial papers, or you go to where you have fixed income, like the bond. You are sure that, yes, you get your return at a certain point in time. Fine, you can go into that. But in terms of the capital market, you can go into it, make good money, but the risk there is equally very high. You need to equally understand the market. Doing that, it depends on the individual. Are you risk averse? Or you are someone that is willing to take enough risks? You know, the higher the risks, the higher the return. The higher the risks, the higher the return. I may be able to go into this level of risk to get this return. And you may still lose. But it's up to you as an individual. Ask yourself, what is your goal? What do you want to achieve? What do you want to achieve through this investment channel or opportunity?
Let me just say one or two things, please. Challenge of an entrepreneur is daily. So for those of us that want to go into business, I really want to encourage us Uh, don't go back because of problem. As a matter of fact, the day you stop having problem, you stop having money. So please, every time you face challenge, uh, calm down, go to God, pray. God will grant you wisdom to solve it. You have to be very, very strong. That's why you say start small, so that problem will not break you. Don't go and borrow money, 1 million, and you want to start a business.